And speaking of colorful and quirky, you're listening to Pillow Talk, and we're here every Wednesday night at 10 o'clock, 10 to 11. And my name is Jim.
And I'm Cindy.
And we also run the Key West Lovers Academy. And the Key West Lovers Academy is an educational program. We go around the country, do workshops, day-long seminars, and sometimes retreats, things of that sort. And our mission is to keep couples together.
Exactly. I mean, that is so important for people to understand what relationships are about and how they evolve and change over time.
And, of course, about 30-40% of the program deals with bedrooms and sexual aspects, keeping relationships passionate.
Most of us do not understand what our bodies are capable of and how similar we are, even though we've got male and female gender. Everything, the tissue is inside out for women versus men is external, but it's all the same. And once you understand that and can learn how each part of your body functions, it's no holds barred anymore.
And you can find out more about us by checking out our website, which is
www.smilingcloud.com, and Smiling Cloud is all one word.
Now, I haven't updated the calendar yet because I was waiting to add some other things. So I'm 3 or 4 weeks behind, but it's been a stressful 3-4 weeks. But it'll be getting updated with places and programs that we know that we're doing this year. And we also, you can hear us here every Wednesday night on Conch Radio, 1680 AM if you're on the island.
Right. And it even goes to Stock Island now, according to a new edition they put on their website.
And you can listen by internet. And the internet address is www.concham.com.
And
they even have this internet live streaming thing. And that's www.ustream.tv, then /broadcaster, BROADCASTER, /2007 570. So there's no space or anything in that. I just was slowing down in case anybody, God forbid,
decide to write it down.
Actually going to write it down. And we also hear from couples all the time when they have questions and challenges. And, lots of challenges are like, one person after 20 or 30 years has got a higher sexual drive, or someone's had ED or medications that they're taking. And so that's
a very common theme among the people that contact us. They have medical issues and they don't know how to handle it. They don't want their relationship to fall apart. And one of them is more active sexually, the other isn't because of meds or injury. What do we do?
It's very common, especially for guys. If they reach their 50s to end up with taking high blood pressure medicines and things of that sort. So ED becomes an issue. And, of course, women will go through menopause at some point.
Oh, yeah.
We cover all these topics. And, of course, we have weeks that we, just do entertainment and a little bit of comedy, and we have guests in. And you can call the station and you can ask us any questions. So if you're sitting tonight huddled up because it's cold outside,
it's so cold, yep.
And you're in the Keys, it's area code 305-294-CROW, CROW, or 2769. And that's 294-2769. And we'll answer just about any question. And we're actually a community broadcast station, which is sort of like a college radio station, in a way. It serves a unique community of people. And in a campus radio station, which Garrison Keillor got us started in.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. That's true.
So last week, and what we'll pick up on again, we were going over some of the questions and why they were relevant and how I designed the original data collection instrument, is the technical term, with Dr. John Perry, who was one of the co-authors of the 1981 New York Times bestseller, The G-Spot. And he and I put together a book that later became Orgasm Mastership. And it's all about orgasms and of course, communication and relationships and how they go through phases and evolve. And tell everybody how many orgasms people can have.
Well, I have, and I've gone through menopause probably 3-4 years ago. I have, on average, 2,000 orgasms a month.
And, of course, that's because you take care of the whole football team. No.
No.
But women can have
women can have 12 different types of orgasms, and guys, most of you don't know this, you can have 6 different types of orgasms.
All right, here's the quiz. Can you name off the 12 different orgasms? Let's see if we do it together here. We have clitoral, vaginal, anal. Okay, so those are the 3 different nerve channels.
Right.
These are the 3 highways that end up at the same mountain, okay,
yes.
but they're very different experiences.
Right.
And within a clitoral orgasm nerve pathway, you can also have a U-spot orgasm.
U-spot. Oh, I love that one.
Okay. And then there's the G-spot.
G-spot.
And the G-spot orgasm can also lead to, if timed correctly, with a clitoral orgasm. So you're doing something with your mouth or your tongue and your finger doing something with the G-spot. You can have a female ejaculation orgasm. Because females have prostate tissue,
right, inside the
gland,
urethra, right,
kind of in the wall of the urethra. And then you get into the vaginal nerve pathway, and the vaginal nerve pathway has 2 deep spots,
right,
an anterior and a posterior deep spot. And now some women will also say they can have, sort of an orgasm from, banging around the cervix, but it's really the deep spot nerve channel.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we end up with the anal orgasm, which is a completely different, more powerful.
It is. It is so different, ladies. If you've never tried it, give it a chance.
Yeah, but you can't do it unless you train the anal sphincter to relax.
It's a whole training process.
It's a training, and you can't do it by just getting extra lube one night and taking a couple Quaaludes and have at it. It's a small stretching and relaxation, pretty much like having a baby.
Yeah, it's associating pleasure in other areas while you're slowly starting to rim, so to speak. The anus, and because you want to naturally just tighten up, pucker up.
Yeah, puckering.
Puckering.
There's a little puckering going on. And then, of course, we have multiple orgasms for women. But there's 2 types of multiples. Multiple where you have clitoral, or vaginal.
Yeah.
So multiple the same or multiple varied. So that's 2 different types. And then you add, on top of that, the extended. Extended orgasm is longer than 30 seconds.
Yes.
And then you have the expanded.
Expanded orgasm.
And the expanded orgasm is sort of, the lights and bells, the river of the fireworks, the tantric orgasm, which involves the entire body. You actually lose sense of yourself and where you are, and you're just,
out there.
You're just out there in the ozone. And then there's one left for women. That's 11.
The psychogenic orgasm.
The psychogenic orgasm is having an orgasm without having genital stimulation.
Right, and I've experienced that, ladies, so it's true.
Yeah, there's footprints all over the, the headliner of the car.
Coming back from Miami.
Coming back on these long drives, I can reach over with one finger, and you can stroke a lot of areas of the body in a certain way, and you can, again, females can have an orgasm without having sex. Okay, not that it happens often.
Nope.
And strangely enough, female bodies come into this world, hardwired for orgasms.
Oh yeah.
And little girls can have orgasms, not know they're orgasms.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that when we come back from the break, how a lot of these studies have shown that a lot of girls have had little sneeze in their pants, as they might call it.
That's the term,
or tingling or something else. And they didn't, of course, it wasn't sex involved.
No.
But in fact, their bodies can have an orgasm. Whereas little male bodies can't have an orgasm until after, they've gone through puberty, or at least, a couple of, pump primings, so to speak. It's like an old Indian engine. You got to turn the crank a few times. All right, you're listening to Pillow Talk right here on Cox 1680 AM and broadcasting live from Key West.
Hi, I'm Nelson from PackMail, the packing, crating, and shipping experts. I'm here on a field trip with world-famous fruit scientist Dr. Leona Grove.